Okay, we would like to use the epsilon delta definition to show that the following limit is equal to 9/2. So, according to the epsilon delta definition, given epsilon positive, we want delta such that if x minus 6 is positive and less than delta, then this guy, x over 4 plus 3, is within the epsilon from 9/2. Okay, so our objective is to find delta so that whenever we have this inequality, it implies this inequality. But now let us do some analysis. So we want to find an equivalent statement to this statement. So this last statement is equivalent to, so let us do some algebraic manipulation. So 3 is 6/2, means this is 3/2. We want this to be less than epsilon. So remember that this delta is the thing to do with x minus 6. So we expect this expression appears here. Okay, so how to make this expression appear? So we can see here x, and that's all. That's 3. Okay, we can write this as x over 4 minus 6/4. Okay, this is an equivalent statement. And since both of them has 1/4, then we can pull the 1/4 outside to get this. And then, in terms of absolute value of x minus 6, this statement is equivalent to, if we multiply both sides by 4, we have this. Okay, so let us repeat again. We want to find delta so that if we have this inequality, it implies this inequality. Then what is the obvious choice? Then the obvious choice will be delta equals 4e. Why? Because if we choose delta equals 4e, then immediately we have absolute value of x minus 6 less than 4 epsilon, which is exactly the inequality that we want to show. Okay? So choose delta equals to 4 epsilon. Then, if we have this less than delta for that particular epsilon, for that particular delta, then certainly we have x minus 6 less than 4 epsilon, which is exactly the inequality that we want to show. So we are done. Or if you want to write a more careful presentation, then this previous analysis need not to be written. So you start from here, choose delta equals 4 epsilon. Okay, then if we have this, certainly we have that. Okay, and then somehow we try to manipulate this so that this expression turn into the original one here. Okay, so that's how to write a more careful presentation, but I think I will not write it here. So that's all. Hopefully you have some idea how to prove limit using epsilon delta definition.